If I'm honest, the journey that I've been on to curating my style has felt like a marathon. There have been so many highs and lows to get where I am now, and I feel as though there are a few key things that I wish that I paid attention to at the beginning of my journey that probably would have saved me a lot of headaches and a lot of time. Now, I'm not saying that anyone's style journey should be linear. There are always going to be ups and downs when you're curating your wardrobe, and I'm also a big believer in making mistakes and then learning from them. But what I want to share with you in today's video is a few things that I think you should focus on to make really good progress in your own style marathon. Okay, let's get started. So let's talk about the style advice that I wish I knew earlier. When I think about my outfits that I create these days, there's really one main thing that I think that I focus on that ensures that I'm satisfied with my final outfit. And that main thing is balance. So there are so many ways that balance can be created in your outfits. Both color and silhouette do play a big role. Balance also does differ depending on your body proportions and also your style preferences. For instance, these two outfits on the screen now may feel balanced or unbalanced depending on you and your personal preferences, and there's no right and wrong here. So I think it's really important to know all of the style rules that involve balance, but then to be able to challenge them if they don't feel right in a particular outfit that you're putting together. So let's talk about a few of those rules now, and then I'm also going to show you an example from my own wardrobe where I challenge these rules. Okay, the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a well-known rule to create balance. It's actually used in art and graphic design and architecture, and it can also help us create balanced outfits as well. So this rule suggests that the most harmonious look is a look that has a 1:2 ratio. Therefore, with our outfits, we want to try break up our outfits in a 1:2 ratio. So that is an outfit broken up into thirds, where there's 1/3 up the top and then 2/3 at the bottom, or vice versa, 2/3 up the top and 1/3 down the bottom. I spoke about the rule of thirds in my denim jacket video, which I posted a few weeks back. So I'll use the same examples from that video. The outfit on the left is a 1:1 ratio, meaning that it's broken up with even proportions straight through the middle of the outfit. Whereas the outfit on the right is broken up into a 1:2 ratio, which is a much more harmonious look. Okay, the sandwich balance rule. The sandwich balance rule is a color rule suggesting to create an outfit that is like a sandwich. So say for instance you had a cheese sandwich. Essentially the bread would be the top and the shoes, and the cheese inside would be the trousers. So this outfit on the screen now is an example of a sandwich style outfit. And what this does is it kind of ensures that the color is like evenly distributed throughout the outfit, which essentially creates the balance in the overall look. Once again, this is not a strict rule, but it's one that can really help if your outfits just don't feel right when you're styling them. Okay, the body proportions rule. So the body proportions rule follows the rule that the ideal body proportions are an hourglass figure. And you can use your clothes to create that hourglass shape to create balance in your outfits. I've spoken about this before. I have a slightly inverted triangle shape, which means my shoulders are a little bit wider than my hips. So therefore, I like to often wear things that do enhance my hips and create that hourglass figure. But once again, this is a rule that I just like to know and not completely live by, because it can really help me if, say, I look at my outfit and I think, I just don't feel great in this, or this is just not hitting it for me. I can go, okay, well, maybe it's proportions, maybe it's enhancing my shoulders too much, maybe I need to enhance my hips in another way. It's not always the case, but as I said before, it's just handy to know these things. Okay, the next rule is balancing oversized pieces with fitted items. This rule suggests that you create balance by pairing oversized pieces with a fitted item. So if you're wearing fitted trousers, you pair it with an oversized top, or vice versa. And that pairing two oversized pieces together isn't as harmonious or isn't as balanced. Now, I think this is probably the rule that I follow the most loosely. There are so many times that I use this rule, but there are also so many times that I break this rule. For example, if I put on an outfit and it just doesn't feel quite right, the very first thing I will ask myself is it too oversized or is it too fitted? And do I need to change one of the items to make it feel more balanced for myself? So I spoke about this in a reel that I did recently where I wore my denim shorts with a fitted top, and it just all felt a bit too fitted for me. But the moment I put on my boxy overshirt, it suddenly felt way more balanced. So would this outfit work for everyone? No, not necessarily. Because like I said at the beginning, balance doesn't just come down to following a set of rules. It also comes down to personal preference at the end of the day. And so you need to question for yourself what your personal preferences are for each of your pieces, rather than just copying what other people do from head to toe. And then I want to give another example of this. So the outfit that's on the screen now, these trousers are loose and oversized, and this sweater is also loose and oversized. And that goes against this rule of balance, because because I'm pairing two oversized pieces together. But this is just a good example of when I like to challenge the rules, because I put this outfit together last week and I felt incredible in it. So just because they're two oversized items, it doesn't mean that it's wrong for me. The key here for me was that I found balance in this outfit with my half tuck. As soon as I didn't have a half tuck, this outfit just felt way too slouchy for me, and I just felt like I'd lost that overall harmony. So I think balance can also be created by juxtaposition. For example, for me personally, I often feel like if I mix way too many dressy pieces together, it all just feels too dressy and unbalanced for me. But the moment that I pair a dressy item with a more casual piece together, that just kind of like calms down the overall feel of the outfit and is more harmonious for me personally. So that's where I like to create balance in my outfits as well. I think juxtaposition is really good for that. And then I don't know if it's just me, but my overall balance for my outfit also can be changed by my hairstyle. For example, having my hair tied up is a completely different look to having my hair down for an outfit, and it really changes the entire look in my eyes. So I often style my hair strategically to my outfit to create balance. So when I first started my style journey, I spent as much time on YouTube and Pinterest as I could, just learning as much as I could. And I often took all of the advice so literally and applied everything to my own style. And my entire style was based on copying. And what that kind of did was really stopped me from thinking about what it was that I actually liked. So I obviously spoke about this previously in terms of balance, but I really wanted to cement the idea that when it does come to any style advice that you hear on the internet, take it all in, soak it all in, but always come back to the question of, does this actually work for me or not? This is going to help you stop buying into all the trends, buying into clothes that don't suit your lifestyle, or even buying the wrong colors for you as well. So a few years ago, I got into minimalism videos on YouTube, and I'm not by any means a minimalist, but consuming this type of content really helped me to figure out what was really important to me in life. And that leaked into my wardrobe as well. It's another thing that really encouraged me to be more intentional with my style. A tip I heard from someone, I wish I remember who it was, but I watched so many videos, was to always use your good items. And this really stuck with me. So Alex and I, we use our good cutlery, we use our good mugs, we use our really good skincare products. Nothing is kind of like saved for a special occasion or too good to use that we don't want to use it. And I think this should be exactly the same with our clothes. We should wear and appreciate our good clothes and not be scared to use them, because these are our really good clothes and these are what's gonna make us feel like we love our style. I like to remember that there's always a real person behind each piece of clothing that I wear. Someone spent time working on that item, and they'd probably be really sad to just see them gathering dust. The only time that I don't wear my best clothes is when I'm going to the playground with my son, particularly on like a wet day, because I'm just gonna come home a wet, muddy mess with grass stains on my knees. So obviously take this tip with a sip of practicality as well. Don't go wearing your best silk dresses to the playground. It was Nate's second birthday this week. Can you believe that? So here's the last piece of style advice that I wish I knew earlier. For years, I had this feeling of never quite being fully satisfied with my wardrobe. Despite having a beautiful collection of clothes, it just didn't feel properly curated. And last year, one day, it all just clicked and fell into place. I felt like my collection of clothes looked like it was curated on purpose, almost like it all belonged to the same runway collection. All the pieces just looked like they were meant to be together. And the main thing that made it fall into place like this for me was color. When I stopped to take time to think about the colors that I truly like to wear and the overall color palette of my wardrobe, it all just fell into place. I've got a lot of content coming up this entire year about color and wardrobe color palettes. But for now, I talk more about my color palette in this video here, as well as other habits that have improved my style. So click on that video now if you are interested in learning more, and I will see you over there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.